take the ride. For more fun, you better subscribe. You never want to miss the vibe.
What up, my friends? How you doing? How you doing? We're going to talk about terrible Battlestar Galactica nonsense, which stands out because I actually really like the show. And it's pretty solid, but just watched what are purportedly the worst episodes. So that's going to be what we're going to talk about today. And first things first, let me grab the live stream link and share that in the Discord, since it has been a little bit of time since we were able to hang out. All right. So not everybody's going to know we're here chilling. And the Discord is the best way to know, because YouTube is spotty. Sometimes it does a good job letting people know, and other times it's like, nah, I'm not going to bother. All right. There we go. That's good. Beautiful. Beautiful. Switch that up. Perfect. Perfection. Okay, we've got everything working right. The microphone is working. Guys, when I recorded my video earlier today, the microphone's messed up and I didn't even know. So it screwed up. It screwed up my recording. Pretty annoying. Anyways, what up to Fairy, Gossett, Jess, Millmaster, Baba, Gianna, Zircon, Joe, Kentucky, Lewis, Invader, Mr. Habanero. I think I got everybody. Hello. Oh, Shelton Super Chat says, great to be back. The live stream action once more. Hell yeah, man. More live stream goodness, buddy. And you are Lord of the Board. Zircon, season 19 of what? Oh, Taskmaster. Oh, there's a new season of Taskmaster out. Well, now, that is exciting. I do like that show. It's a lot of fun. I actually discovered that show in the time frame where that maniac busted into our place and we had to move and all that stuff. And in the transition period, I remember binge watching a ton of Taskmaster. That is a great series. I love it. I love it. All right, Shelton's up on the board. We're good. Zircon, you're a T now. That's right. We're moving up the chain. Actually, speaking of membership badges, YouTube just updated, and now you can do years 6 through 10 for membership badges. Because at first they only had a few years, and they keep adding it on as time goes by. Because there's more people, there's not more people. People have been around for longer, right? So there's more people who have reached that threshold. So ultimately, you can do years 6 through 10 now. So I'm looking to update the membership icons over on the Historian. Oh, Gian, almost time for a haircut? Yep, that's what Carly's been saying too. I got a lot of hair. Kensuke, a black frame in the video at 5 minutes in. You thought your internet was gone for a second or froze. Okay. Thanks for the heads up, buddy. Zircon, you only watch the English-speaking ones. New Zealand, and the New Zealand one was great. The Australian one is great. The US one is terrible. I also watched Dutch, Swedish. It's called like Sturmer Strong or something. I watched theirs as well. Like I watched every episode of every version of the show I could find, man. What up, Hinoko? Taskmaster. Yeah, Taskmaster's awesome. It's great. Joe, you're watching the British one. Yeah, the British one is the main one. That's the original. And the chemistry between Greg and Alex is fantastic, right? No other combination is able to elicit the same level of enjoyment as far as I'm concerned. You know? Like who is it? It is New Zealand that has who is it? Is it Paul and Jeremy? Something like that. But the guy who's the Taskmaster doesn't feel comfortable being the Taskmaster, or at least that's how it was at the beginning. He seemed to get more comfortable as time went by, but he didn't quite have it zeroed in 100%. What up, Kurt? How's it going, buddy? But yeah, Taskmaster is fantastic. The whole concept is just brilliant. Get a bunch of funny people together, give them tasks that have particular rules, and see what kind of creative things happen, or just watch them flame out as something goes terribly wrong, right? One of my favorite moments from the early seasons, I think it was actually the first season, was the watermelon, where they had to eat as much watermelon as they could. I think that was the task. They had to eat as much watermelon as they could, and there's just a watermelon in front of them, and most people just crack into the watermelon and start eating it, but the one guy picks it up and throws it at the ground like you'd throw a coconut, right? Like trying to smash open a coconut. So he whips the watermelon at the ground, and I mean just hurdles it at the ground, and it fucking explodes. Like it almost evaporates. You're not expecting that level, and it just goes everywhere, and it's so good. So Ramesh, that's who it was, Zircon. Yeah, exactly. When Ramesh whipped the watermelon down, I lost it. I was just like, oh my god. And Alex Horn is fantastic at being that little smarmy, obnoxious, like, I know things you don't know, I'm gonna mess with you, I'm gonna answer you what you're asking even if it's not what you're asking, all that kind of crap, you know? Oh man, but yeah, that watermelon, that was hilarious. Oh, Jess, you managed to actually get money out of your crypto. Well done, bro. That was a long journey and you pulled it off. So cheers to that, man. So, a lot's been going on for me recently, and one of the things that's been going on the positive side is Battlestar Galactica. It is surprisingly good, right? Like, I missed out on this one because never really that into sci-fi, and there was a ton of different science fiction shows on TV at any given moment. So I saw some of like Star Trek Next Generation. I saw some Deep Space Nine. I saw some Voyager. I saw a bit of everything pretty much, right? But Battlestar Galactica, I had literally seen nothing of. Like literally nothing. I had no idea who was in it or what it was at all. Like zero concept. It kind of amazed me that I'm like, did I even know this existed back when it came out? Because it came out over 20 years ago, right? What up, Larry? Millmaster says, I pity the fool that don't eat Mr. T's cereal. If you eat Mr. T's cereal, that's going to be like decades old, bro. Like decades old. That's not going to be good for you. But you have stolen the board from Shelton. Shelton likes, I enjoy Mr. T trading cards. There are Mr. T I guess I shouldn't be surprised, right? How many different cards can there be? Mr. T's standing here. Mr. T's necklace. Mr. T pitying you. Bum, 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 bum. Vader, I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. I never watched Survivor. I found Survivor to be very, very boring. It's very boring. They just try and like elicit drama between people competing in some random stupid events that aren't very captivating. So Survivor never hooked me. I was always just kind of like, wee. Hanoko, Deep Space Nine, thumbs way up. Voyager, it's okay. Mid-level. Man, Battlestar is underrated. I don't know how other people rate it, but so far, I actually rate it quite highly. We're going to talk about the stuff that I have to criticize today in some of the terrible episodes. But overall, I'm still totally here for it, even though we did just hit the rough patch. That was so rough. You know when you watch something that's so terrible that you go, I need to talk to somebody else who's fucking seen this. Or if I can't talk to somebody else who's seen this, I need to see what other people have said about this. So I went and read Reddit threads that were like 15 years old because I just needed to know, did other people hate this as much as I did? Did they think this was terrible? What happened? What's going on? So I ended up digging around a bit and seeing people's opinions and kind of roughly piecing together what might have happened. Every day, what's going down, bro? Where have I been? Life has been, let's say, a challenge. There have been some challenges in life lately, and I have. If you really want to know more, you can check out the last stream that I put out where I talk about it a little bit more, but I'm not worried about any of that. I just want to have a good time tonight and talk about positive shit. And I mean negative about shows. And criticizing shows is in the positive category as far as I'm concerned, because we're not talking about serious life stuff. But I will say one positive thing in connection to the stuff I was talking about before, about all the medical nonsense that's going on. And that is, the doctor wanted to test like the fucking fat levels in my blood between months ago. And he's like, okay, these are elevated levels. I want you to get a test done. So I got another test done. And it was like from the first test, it's like, we're going to have to bring these numbers down. But the second test showed that the numbers were already coming down because I already made life changes that improved that stuff. So straight up, it just turned into, okay, well, when I looked at these ones, it's like, we want to get these numbers down, but you're already taking them down. So literally all you want to do is have some more like, what is it? Polyunsaturated fats from plants. So it's just like, that's it. Just mix some of that in, which is super easy to do. So it was very, like, after all the nonsense that's been going on, all the heaviness going on with all my family members, all that stuff that I've had to go through, it was really dope to be like, oh, I took an extra test because I thought there were more problems, but it turns out the problems are already being rectified, and I just need to eat some stuff I'm fine with eating, right? Like Carly brought home some chia seeds. Sunflower seeds, apparently, are great for that, too, and I like sunflower seeds. So, it's super easy. It's super easy. And that it's all, like, positive, good news, and, like, for real, guys, I've been through enough, right? I've been gone for a while, and it's good times, positive chill times, just talking about fun stuff. So the only reason I'm bringing up the medical stuff is because it's all thumbs up and good news. Things are getting better for me, and I'm gonna live for another 350 fucking years. That's it. Jess, you're gonna super chat when the pie money comes in your account. That's right. You better give me some of that crypto scam money. Well, it's not a scam. You actually got it. Oh, and you're getting a credit card too. Nice. You guess if you wait 10 years, your credit resets. There's a certain amount of time where it takes before your credit does reset. But just so you know, in case you didn't know, there's something called like a secured credit card where you can give your bank like I want a credit card with $100 limit, and the bank's like, okay, give us $125 to hold on to, and then they'll hold on to $125, right? So they hold it, they'll pay you interest on it, and then you have a credit card with a limit of $100, and you can use it like a normal credit card, still get rewards or whatever else. In case you run into a problem getting credit card in another way, just know that you can say I want a secured card, right? Zergon Battlestar was pre-binge watch culture. I remember getting so hyped when you'd hear the theme. Remember those days, bro? Where just sitting to the music and just be like, oh yeah. That happened with House, now that I think about it. House had that dope Massive Attack song, right? And every time I heard that, I was like, this is hype. This is hype. So The Office, actually, their intro song also used to get me really hyped up. I was like, yeah, let's go. The weekly thing. And there is something to be said about waiting for weeks, something to look forward to. But being able to watch it as you go, like for real, Battlestar Galactica has been a very big boon to me for the last week or so. You know, when you need distractions because life is coming at you and you're like, okay, My brain needs to pull away from this for a bit, please. I need something capable of engaging my mind enough. Battlestar Galactica has pulled me in with its stories, man. Like, I'm genuinely enjoying it. It's good. It's good. Yeah, Megoro, don't let him put me on Ozempic. There's no chance of that, man. I see that Ozempic stuff and I go, that's one of those extreme weight loss things that you use for people who have no other choice. Like, if you are just too big that exercise and diet can't help you, or like, well, they would still help you, but you're just too big to be able to move properly and all that kind of stuff, then yeah, medical assistance like that, absolutely necessary. Ozempic for other people is like a crazy, lazy shortcut to thinness, but it's just like, to me, it's one step away from saying, hey, I've got like nuclear waste, and if I inject it into your veins, you're going to lose weight. And it's just like, but what? Okay, sure, go ahead. I'll get thinner, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's how long has it been around, bro? I've only heard about it for like maybe the last 6 months to a year. I've seen its effects. I've seen people who've taken it. They've definitely slimmed down in a noticeable way. But like, so would a tapeworm or like a flesh-eating disease slim you down. There's good ways to slim down and not good ways. So you ain't got to worry. Yeah, Megoro, my doctor would never suggest anything like that. No. The stuff he told me that I needed to do was stuff I'm already doing. Getting active is a big one, you know? I have soccer balls now. Oh, I got two big soccer balls. I kick them around like a fancy boy. Seeds and nuts are healthy. That's right, Gianna. Yeah, I bet you like the second one a lot. What up, Nico? How's it going? Millmasters, what if the aliens pretend to be demons? Huh? Invader, you got positivity going on your way? Nice. Yeah, Zircon, exactly. I'd need to have like 200 more pounds on me for that to be an appropriate choice. I think that I don't know, man. Everyone's going to make their own choices, right? At the end of the day, you can go, hey, Ozempic, that's stupid. I smoked tobacco for how many years? That's really fucking dumb. Like, really, really fucking dumb. So, everybody makes dumb choices. What are you going to do? No, Master, I'm on that South Bronx parasite, baby. Zircon, add the seed to my bread. Bro, that bread maker, it's fully ready to go. I haven't gotten to actually make bread with it yet, but you had to apparently do a dry run of it, literally run it ahead of time, which they don't put anywhere in the startup instructions. The fucking manual for this is crackheaded. The bread maker itself seems really solid, but the manual is crackheaded. At one point, the manual points to an oven mitt and calls it a knob. This is the knob for your bread maker. Bitch, that's the fucking oven mitt. That's not even attached to the bread maker. That is not the knob. So, you're supposed to do a dry run of bread makers. I somehow, in the deep ancient recesses of my brain from when I originally got my bread maker 10 years ago, I remembered, I feel like there's something you're supposed to do. Do you really give it a good scrub or whatever? And so I read through it, and the only place where it tells you that you need to do a dry run first is in the troubleshooting section under there's smoke coming out of my fucking bread maker. And there's two options under there's smoke coming out of my fucking bread maker. And the first is like, there's stuff stuck inside on the heating coils. Yep, that makes sense. And then the second is, the original initial heating oils and stuff put into the device are burning off. And it's like, solution, dry run, first use, before using. I'm like, how the fuck is this down here in the troubleshooting? Like, bro, I read shit thoroughly because I am a paranoid individual when it comes to appliances and stuff where it'll say stuff on the box, but you read the book and it says something contradictory. I read all that crap. So I'm reading it going, wait, what? 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 Why? Why? Why would you not put that, like, on the first fucking page? Congratulations on buying a new bread maker. First things first, do the bread maker on a dry run with the top open. That's what you need to do to burn off the extra chemicals so that it's fucking safe to use this bread maker. It's buried in the back of the book as the second line of troubleshooting under there's smoke issuing from my machine. But the dry run was complete yesterday. Now it has actually gone through the dry run. I know how the little seed and nut dispenser thing works. I picked it out. The big chonk boy bread pan's in there. It's ready to go. So loaf time is coming. I had to get all the ingredients. And then I got ready to do it. And yesterday was going to be the big bread day. And then it's like, nah, son, dry run. Fine. Yeah, Shelton. Yeah, if you're a bit chunky, you don't need no shot. You don't need any of that. None of it. Larry, what? Your girlfriend sounds made up. You're done going other because she was telling you about a lady who robbed her at knife point over a go-kart. You know, on one hand, I feel like you're full of crap. But on the other hand, I've known people and they're always telling me stories and so much stuff happens to them. I got jumped. These people did this. And I'm like, how do you constantly end up in these situations? Like, do you just have insane bad luck? What's the deal? You know? Jess, maybe they'll sell more if they don't tell you not to fuck it. It doesn't fuck up the bread maker, bro. If you don't do a dry run first, it doesn't damage the bread maker. It damages you, you chuckle fuck. You goddamn chemicals. You fucking, what do you think? Do a dry run first and the bread maker will explode? You'd never be able to sell a product like that because most people don't read fucking guides. Most people don't read manuals and guides. This is a fucking fact. I remember signing up for a bank account and the bank lady gives me forms to sign. And I read the form and was like, this says that I've read to an agreement you haven't even shown me yet. And she was like, oh yeah, here, sorry. And she just pulled it out. And it wasn't like she was trying to pull a fast one on me. She just didn't even think about it. And I was like, let me guess. Nobody reads any of this. And they just sign it. She's like, yep. That's crazy. People don't read what they're signing at all. People don't pay attention. They don't read contracts. They don't read instructions. They just fucking do shit. So if you were going to have something wrong with the bread maker from that happening, no, what will happen is your health will be negatively impacted by those chemicals and shit getting into your bread, Jess. Getting into your bread, then getting into your head. What up, Kyle? Invader treadmill while live streaming? I've actually genuinely considered doing that. Like, you know, you have a treadmill and you just go, oh, I'm going to boop, 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 and you easily live stream while doing it. I used to live stream while walking. I could put a green screen behind the treadmill. Yeah. Mailmaster, your bank accounts make you afraid for your health? Yeah. That's right, Joe. Exactly. You want to be sewn into a human centipede? But it's true, man. People do not read stuff. So, Battlestar Galactica. Fuck, we've only been here for what, like half an hour? It's about time that we finally mosey around to the subject at hand. Am I right? Yes, I am. So, Battlestar Galactica has been really, really solid so far. Genuinely enjoyable. And it did something that I find to be very clever that I haven't seen any other sci-fi show do. And that is, because the Cylons, our enemies, are super advanced, they can take over our technology with ease. So as a result, the battle stars like this need to be as low-tech as they can be and still functional. So they're still spaceships, but they have low-tech crap like actual, pick up the phone. It's not even a cell phone. Pick it up. It's a corded phone or whatever else. That kind of crazy nonsense. Just antiquated technology, right? Because that way their super sophisticated enemy can't subvert that and use it against them. So I thought, that's a great way to cover the fact that as sci-fi shows age, the stuff that they have the technology they're using seems more and more ridiculous compared to what we have now. So you just go, oh, okay, I have these cell phones. Look what I can do with a cell phone now. And look at the crap they can't do 1,000 years from now in the future, right? So it's that kind of a scenario. So Battlestar Galactica gets around that. And I found myself enjoying the series quite a bit. There was some good twists and turns, especially leading up to these terrible episodes. You actually have a really cool scenario where out of nowhere, more humans actually turn out to be alive, right? So you have the main group of humans who have somehow survived. Basically, all humanity is roughly 50,000 or less people in total, right? And apparently a splinter force of the military went off in some whatever direction and then managed to rejoin with them. But we've been following this commander who's in charge of the battleship, the Battlestar, and he's the main guy in charge. He's been making all the decisions, calling all the shots. Now all of a sudden, we have a lady who is a higher ranking than him show up and go, yo, I'm actually the admiral. I'm in charge. I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to review your actions. And like, she's a maniac. She will basically blow you away for insubordination. It's crazy. She's almost bloodthirsty. But she's not wrong in terms of reprimanding the commander, who's been the main guy we've been following. She's not wrong in reprimanding him for all the stuff that's happened under his watch and him not maintaining proper military discipline, because he hasn't. As she's listing off all the stuff he's responsible for, it's like, she's absolutely right. And so there's this like point where it's coming to a head where you've got, oh, we've got her, we've got him, and they're vying for control, and they're going against each other both head to head, but also behind the scenes. And it's just a really interesting contrast and dynamic and tension. And I thought that was fantastic. Then after that, you wander into the pure garbage. Habanero, I have been watching some anime. We can definitely talk about that after I'm done complaining about this Battlestar Galactica stuff. So, I'm going to say for me, the episode that was the worst is called Scar. Now, apparently, there's 3 episodes, roughly, kind of bunched together that people consider to be the worst episodes of Battlestar Galactica. I will put it out there that I haven't seen the whole series yet. So I'm taking what other people have to say with a grain of salt. I'm taking what they're saying at face value, essentially, right? Because when I looked around, it looked like pretty much everybody talked about this group of episodes like on one level or another being their least favorite. And the one that I hated the most was lumped in there, and that's what led me there, right? So the 3 episodes are Scar, that's the one in the middle, Sacrifice, and then the one right before Scar was Black Market, right? So Black Market is, for me, when like Scar was the worst. Black Market and the Sacrifice are okay, but I definitely see the major flaws with them that made people upset, especially the Black Market one. Like, I watched it and was just like, okay, fine, but ultimately was mostly bored by it. And if, funnily enough, Carly hurt her back yesterday, so she had to take a muscle relaxer, and that, like, those are like, well, I make you a little, hey, right? So she's watching it with me, and she was just like, what is happening? What is going on? Because it didn't make sense, right? You're just like, okay, you start out, you've got what's his name? Apollo, Commander Adama or whatever, right? He's in love with a hooker out of nowhere. So we are, like 15 episodes into season 2 of this show. And there's this hooker that he's in love with. And it's like, what? And she's a stand-in for this woman from his past that he's really upset about because she wanted to have a kid with him, but he didn't want it. We've never heard about any of this, as far as I recall, in the slightest. So we have this love interest that he's been with for a while now that we've never heard of. He has a lost love that we've never fucking heard of. And you're like, wait, so what who is this? What is going on? He's in love with a hooker now? Oh, Christ Super Chat says, danger, Will Robinson. Fracking danger. Thanks for the Super Chat, buddy. Beep, boop, beep, boop. Mwah, 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 frack. So, apparently there's this black market. Like, the entire society right now is only 50,000 people, less than that, slightly less than that, flying around in spaceships. And now there's this full-on black market that exists for, like, everything. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, you have to go to the black market because there's shortages on everything. Do you need, like, the one... What was it? The president's aide had to go and trade to get antibiotics to help her or something like that. And so it just, like, the idea of a black market forming as a result of this sort of arrangement could be interesting. But the way that they did it was weak sauce, right? And you had the villain guy who, I've seen him in other things. He's a pretty good actor. The guy who's he's like a mob boss or whatever. And they just execute one of the high-ranking members of the military. And you're just sitting there going, you're supposed to be some smart, shadowy black market guy. But what you're doing is the dumbest nonsense ever. I'm going to come and choke out the son of the guy who's in charge of all this and be like, I know who your dad is. I don't care. You should care if you want to keep your business operating. It's just so dumb. You just go, okay. And then it ends with the villain guy going, you won't shoot me. You don't got what it takes. And then he just goes, kablamo! And you're just like, okay, whatever. And that's what that episode was. Whatever. But the next episode, Scar, holy shit did I hate that. They introduced the concept that Cylon ships can reincarnate the same way that regular Cylons can. So now there is this one particular ship named Scar that keeps reincarnating, and it has like a grudge. It has a grudge against particular people, and it's angry and mean because it keeps dying and coming back, and it's like Starbucks and this other chick's biggest rival, and also we got this new chick here who's Starbucks' biggest rival, and just being a knob to her all the time, and you're just like, what is happening? What is happening in this episode? This, like, nothing. They're just, and they keep cutting back. The 2 hours ago, half an hour ago, 6 minutes ago. Stop fucking doing that. Stop fucking showing me. Look, buddy's floating out in space. 2 hours ago. Fuck you! Get to the interesting bit, you fucking cockweasel! You're gonna take the entire fucking episode for this stupid little gunfight between Scar and these two chicks that completely suck? And none of this will come into effect for the rest of the series, will it? You won't have all of these other, like, Cylon fighter birds or whatever learning and growing and whatever. It's a one-off that fundamentally changes things that will be completely fucking ignored. Like, I doubt that will be incorporated. And it just felt so aggravating and stupid. Like, I've got this big vendetta against Scar. Also, I'm Starbuck and I'm super traumatized about my lost love. Your lost love? You mean that douchebag you slept with once on that one planet? Yeah, I'm really choked up about him. What? Wait, weren't you choked up about Apollo's brother, who you were actually seeing for much longer? So if you're going to be fucked up about a dead guy, why not the one that you actually loved for a long time, instead of this random dickhead? It's like, do you even know your own show? What happened? What happened? So I watched that one, and that sent me onto the internet in the quest of, what happened? Why did it go so wrong? What the fuck? Right? And apparently, they were given a studio mandate of, you need to make individual episodes that don't have a connection to other stuff and could just be watched on their own. Because that's what they wanted for TV back then, right? They don't want to have to air things sequentially and all that. They just want you to go ahead and be able to slap whatever on in front of the chuds and the TV. There was a bunch of dumb stuff, man. The episode where, like, there's a Cylon prisoner and the one guy's gonna torture her, and then he starts taking off his pants because he's gonna molest her. And you're just like, wait, what? What's going on? You're going to torture her for information? And I'm just like, that's crazy. What? And Carly's like, yeah, don't you remember at the beginning of the episode where they were like, he guts to break her and then we take a turn. And it's like, what? What is wrong with you? Those are alien fucking robots with crazy biology. Do you want to die of terrible diseases? Like, what is wrong with you? These aren't even humans, and you're getting excited about it? Oh, yeah. And these other guys are running, and you can't do that. You can't molest her. And it's like, that's a fucking robot. Like, when they call them toasters in this shit, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. It does. That's how I feel, too. They're not fucking people. They don't feel like people. And if they wanted them to seem like people and not have robotic parts, why do they have that one in the one episode where she sticks a jack into her arm and you hear the click and you're like, oh, so Cylons have metal parts in their bodies? So like they could just x-ray everybody and know who a Cylon was like nothing. That's what you just did there. Like, what did that click to inside of her? Right? Right? Master, I'd bang a robot. Yeah, I would, but not an alien unknown one. I'd buy one from a reputable manufacturer on Earth, right? Buy local, buy Earth. Yeah, that's different. These are unknown robots with what kind of weirdness put in them, bro? For real, though. I thought that. Didn't Baltar get, like, that Cylon implanted in his mind by plowing her? Right? Like, like, what kind of commanding officer will let you, yeah, you know what? You can plow that Cylon. What are you doing? That doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. What up, Thompson? How's it going, bro? Invader, look, man, look, yeah, because they didn't think that it was a danger to them. Somebody's sticking their dong somewhere thinking that it's going to be a good time and that it's not danger to them makes sense. But not in space when you deal with Cylons. That other Cylon killed 10 people and they had her restrained. And then I was just like, what is happening? Those two fucking dudes dressed all in black, like, hold her down. I'm like, this is stupid. That's how I felt when it was happening. I was like, this is so dumb. They want to get you all outraged so you're all like, oh man, he's awful. And when those guys run in and throw him over, I'm like, yo, you guys have been fucking swazzled by a fucking GoBot. That's what that shit is. That bitch is a GoBot. She's a robot. You're as sad as those motherfuckers who fall in love with their cars. You're like those fucking clowns who try and marry a copy of Hatsune Miku. Like the guys who are just like Cylon lover or whatever. I'm with them. The ones who are spitting at the troops and shit. I'm just like, fuck you. These people are right. These Cylons are dangerous, you fucking maniac idiots. Like, what? I'm in love with it. It's not a fucking person. It's not a person. If I can make a fucking tissue box cry and put a fleshlight in it, will you marry it? It cries. It has feelings. It has my baby. Fuck you. You're weak. We got the whole future of mankind on the line. We don't have time for your fucking weakness, you pussy. Falling in love with the fucking enemy? It's not even a human. It looks like a human. Then fuck a piece of paper with a person drawn on it, you fucking clown. That should be what they need the technology. Hey, are you attracted to robots? Would you sleep with the Cylon? Cut his balls off. Castrate him, right? Remove that desire so mankind can go forwards. All right? Christ, Earth is an option in this show because apparently there's like the 12 colonies and they originally came from Earth or something. So there's a mythical quest to find Earth in this as well. 90, that's it. It's Battlestar, bro. So yeah, like for me, you guys have heard me rant about this a bunch in different things. When like, oh no, like that stupid show Chobits. The guy's he found a dirty old sex robot in an alley. He found somebody's dirty old sex bot and he took it fucking home. And he took it fucking home, man. Like, imagine that shit. Imagine you just find like a fucking half of a real doll in an alley and you're, I'm gonna take this home. Like, my lucky day. Smack in the cheeks when you fucking fling it over your shoulder or whatever. Like, for real. He brings this dirty sex robot home to his fucking house. He didn't even wash it. He didn't even fucking wash the thing. He just lays it on the floor in his living room or whatever, and he looks for the on switch, and it's between her legs, and he gets fucking bashful. He gets bashful about flipping the switch between a fucking robot's legs. Fuck you, bro. You may as well get bashful around a broom because it might go up your butt, you fucking loser. Like, it's so pathetic. So at one point, she's running out of batteries or whatever. And he's acting like she's dying and he's climbing a wall to try and get to a charger or something. And it's like, just walk up the fucking hill. It's a robot, you fucking loser. I mean, I guess that's one way to fix humanity, right? Everybody who's too weak and is attracted to robots won't pass their fucking genes on, I suppose. Like... What the hell, man? What the hell? And then the other episode was Sacrifice. I guess I didn't talk about that one. That's the one where these people show up and we're taking over the cafe because my husband died. Okay. All right. Oh, no, Apollo got shot. Okay. Oh, no, Billy got shot. Okay. Oh, no, Billy's dead. Oh, fuck, not Billy. Habaneri should have put her in battery saver mode. He should have put her in the trash, son. Straight in the trash. So yeah, man. I don't get that, like, seeing robots as people. First of all, they're your fucking enemies. They want to wipe out your species entirely. Secondly, they're not humans. They're not fucking humans. Somehow mankind fucked up and made beings that were able to rebel against them and made them out of flesh. Like, what? You did it wrong. But either way, them Cylons are the enemies. They need to go. Invader, I'm fine with being a boomer. I do not give a shit. I will live in the real world and not fall in love with robots. Have fun telling yourself that that's better. Because you know what? The robot will tell you that shit back. Carly started messing around with that Grok shit last night, where it's like, ask Grok question. So she asked Grok stuff, and then it said she's having a fucking conversation with this thing. I'm like, this is not a person, just so you know. The reason that it asks you questions after everything you say is because the purpose of this is to keep you here and keep you engaged. That's what she said. He's saying it's this. And he's a smart guy. He knows what's up. Good job, computer. You're fucking programmed enough to go, oh, yeah, you're really smart. You're a real smart guy. You see right through me. Like, that's not also fucking sucking up. Oh, hey, yeah, no, yeah, that's right. You can't fool me, computer. No, I definitely can't. So what else can I do for you, smart guy who's completely in charge? Oops, have I kept you here engaged? Ha, you fucking clown. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Yeah, I did hear about Grok going off the rails. That shit's hilarious. That is hilarious. 90, the lesson of BSG, do not trust sexy robots. So, I mean, look at Baltar. He's so weak. He's so weak. I'm definitely curious to see where the show's going next, you know? Oh, speaking of curiosity, that's right. I got some more proxies came in the mail. Let's take a look at them. Let's take a look at the proxies that I got from my sponsor over on my other channel. This channel's not sponsored, but, you know, they came in, so I thought it'd be fun to take a look. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Let's get some lands in there to focus this up. You gotta love. It's like, and here we go. Let's take a look at something from my sponsor on the other channel. As I've yelled about not fucking robots. Seriously though, it just feels like it's so bizarre. I'm going to talk to you like you're a real person. It's like you're not, though. You're just a fucking program. All right, there we go. What up, Pierce? Vacation's taking its toll. You know you're old when. All right. No, we got to stick on. Alrighty. Looks like we got some Final Fantasy action going on. Coalition victory. That Japanese promo. Secret Lair cat action. Chariot. Cloud's Bust-a-Sword. Oh, it's Umasawa's cheat. What is this from? Oh, this is from Secret Lair. Okay. Elspeth. Gaia's Dark Hammer. Alright. It's Colossus Hammer. Gifts Ungiven. Graha! Hope's Arrow Magic. Oh, that's Cyclonic Rift. Okay. Kalia the Vast. Oh, yo! You ever want to watch a lady get fucked by a dragon, guys? Because it's going down tonight. Tell your mama, because she's going to want to fucking tune in for this one, bro. Kindred Summons. Marin. Minsk and Boo. Timeless 2. Oloro. Oh, this is from the Fashion Secret Lair. Pitiless Plunderer. Dun, 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 dun. This has some fun energy to it, actually. I like that. Sephiroth. Ugin. And Yuna Hope of Spira. Noob, where are these cards from? They're from Tolarian Library. If you want to get some, use my code, My Bones Hurt, and they'll give you 10% off, big boy. We got Yuna, Battle Angel Atir, Aerith Gainsborough, Arden, Bart's Klausa. I'm gonna flaunt these art too, man. Looking great. Balam Garden. We got Sid, Edgar, Crystal of Alter Cave, Cloud, Emmett, Clive, Cloud again, Corey Steelcutter, Emmett again, Jill, Lightning, Noctis, Bahamut, Terra, and the Amano style. Very nice. And Tifa, martial artist. Okay. Not too shabby. Oops. I'll pick that up later. All right. Not too shabby at all. So it's really nice. I'm going to have to update my sponsor spot to include these. That's right, Invader. You can't bang robots, can't bang dragons. Stick with humans. Stick with humans, you degenerates. All right. I got that box for my commander decks, right? And like, they're still... Oh, careful now. They're still in their like original boxes. And I'm like, okay, I need like a box like this to hold all my commander decks. And then it's just like, okay, this holds 16 commander decks. It's like, I look and I'm like, damn it, that's like half my commander decks. In my head, so much more. In my vision, so much more fit in here, right? So I thought that was pretty funny. I just went, oh, okay then. It is great for keeping, like, if you have all 4 of the same commander decks, like a full set of the different 4 ones from any given expansion, they can all go together in the same lane, which is nice. Oh, and speaking of commander decks, they're going to be apparently at Costco in Canada in like 5 days or something like that. Might even be able to order them online. but they're going to be way more reasonably priced than anything that's been available up until now. So I'm hoping that's actually going to be the case, because nothing's written in stone, but that's my understanding of what's supposed to happen. Oh, Invader, you have an online persona. Fair enough. If that's how you like to roll. I'm the same wherever I am. Doesn't matter. I'm not like, I'm going to be crazier on the internet. I'm a fucking madman. It doesn't matter where I am. This is what I'm like. And it is funny to hear the exact same thing from so many different people. You really are like the same in real life. Yup. It's just me, baby. So yeah, I've got to reorder my Tolarian spot, but I definitely am keeping the Post Malone part of it, because I suffered for that and people enjoy it. Somebody asked a few weeks ago, when do I get to see the Post Malone stuff again? It's like, it's coming. It's coming. Jess, you're too stupid to come up with another persona. I doubt that. You got a lot of imagination. You imagine all kinds of ridiculous nonsense. I was actually talking about your dumb ass at the fucking dentist. The TV was on, and we were talking about people believing all kinds of stuff. And I talked about you believing in fucking chi powers because somebody moved a bowl of water with some fucking magnets. And I just went, some fucking people. And we all laughed at your expense, Jess. At you and the fucking Chi Master. That's what you get. Shelton, yeah. I would expect that the Sonic cards will probably show up in available in the proxied form. There's a whole bunch of other secret layer stuff in there, so I would say the likelihood is high. It's crazy, man. I've embraced proxies so fully now that it's like, I remember once when I didn't want any proxies and didn't care at all. And now I'm like, I didn't want any proxies and didn't care for them at all. And now I'm like, oh yeah, I want real Magic cards and I'm cool with proxies. I'm cool with all of it. Any of this stuff that I want in my cube, I'll use until I get a real version. You know what I mean? They make great placeholders, and they make great like travel versions of things. So you don't have to worry about something getting damaged or lost. I definitely like that aspect of it. You know? Especially if you have like some old school cards that are hard to come by. Like some legend stuff, right? Hey, Thompson, with the Woot controller dobbling his gobbles up in the air. Thanks for the super sticker, buddy. Plaid, you got some of the proxies and it changed how you think about buying cards. I know, it's interesting how your brain starts to shift, right? Like, for a long time, Wizards had me under their spell of Magic cards are this, like, super ultra special rare thing, and you have to have the real thing or it doesn't feel right. And now I'm like, oh no, you know what? The game still plays just fine with proxies. It's more fun to have the real card, but it's still a lot of fun. It's still a lot of fun to have one that does the same thing. No, I didn't update the amount. Oh shit, guys. This is so stupid. What I'm about to say is so dumb. Okay. So you know the enemies. You know the do you know the enemies in Battlestar Galactica? The Cylons. Do you know what their favorite song is? Do you know what the favorite song of the Cylons is? This is so dumb. This is so stupid. This has been in my head for days. And it's so fucking stupid. This is such a dumb joke. Just Depeche Mode. Enjoy the silence. You know, enjoy the silence. Enjoy the silence. 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 enjoy the silence. That's so stupid. Depeche Mode, enjoy the silence. It's so dumb. Oh, it's been in my head for days. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Like, it's so terrible. I told Carly that one. And then I was like, you know who their favorite artist is? And it said Silento. Silento. Ha ha. And then she got in it and started talking about spices, I think, and said cilantro or something like that. It got really dumb. It got real dumb. Habanero, hell yeah, man. Can't get a real Yawgmoth? Well, you got a cool foil proxy one? Hell yeah. That works and is a hell of a lot more cost effective. Couple of bucks versus one of your kidneys. There's a Simon and Garfunkel joke about the sound of silence. Is there? Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Goddard, your favorite band does a cover of that song, and every time you hear it, you're going to picture me laughing my ass off. You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome. Take it with you to the grave, bro. Oh. So I want to try a bunch of different waters. I've decided that in my attempt to make myself more interested in drinking water, I would investigate water and find out what my favorite water is. It's also helped by the fact that they're doing a bunch of like road work and stuff and whatever, and the water's tasting a little bit funky coming out of the tap, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna drink a bit of bottled water for now. That's fine. And so I picked up like just the like store brand whatever at first, and then I started to go, oh, I wonder what it's like compared to like this guy. Yeah, that one actually. Wait, is the green screen thing on this one? Oh, it is. Oh, look at that. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah, this bottle's pretty green. Doesn't look like it on the camera though, right? And then this one, and then I got one of these guys, and I got one of these guys. And then this one, too. So I got a bunch of different waters. And I want to pick up some more. I want to find some more. So I got to, like, wander the city and find some more different waters. And then figure out which water is the wateriest. They are not flavored waters. No flavored water is being included in this. Don't let the Gatorade throw you off. This is just water. This is just water. It's just water with electrolytes. There's no flavoring. It's all just plain ass water from different sources. So some are like, one's Ontario, one's Quebec, one of these is from the States. Shelton, that was the initial idea a million years ago, but it's turned from that into we're just going to do it in like a random live stream or something. I originally was actually just going to do it on my own. I was just like, I'm just going to do it. Like, I remember we were going to do something like that a long time ago for a video when Carly said water tasted different or something, but she ended up convincing me that water is different. So it was just kind of like, all right. And then completely forgot about the idea. Started to grab up some water and thought to myself, well, it might be fun to do that as a stream, you know? Just kind of crack open some different water bottles, try them. Thompson, you're drinking well water? Yeah, it depends on how good the water is, right? Electrolytes in the Gatorade water, yep. Shelly, how do I have such good hair? Don't ask me, bro. I was looking at it in the mirror going, shit, man. I'm closer to 50 than 40 now, and I've got a lot. I got a lot of hair, boy. Shelton, make it a wheel stream? Oh, what do you mean? Like put the different waters on different wheel slices? Or have it as one of the options on the wheel? Goddard, Magic's gotten so expensive we're cracking packs of water instead of cards. No, I'm just curious. I'm just curious to see if anything really fundamentally tastes better theoretically or whatever. I mean, I've had Evian in the past because I've had a bunch of these waters in the past, but never from a I'm trying them to see if there's any difference or comparing them. None of that. It was always just here's some fucking water. Got a bottle of water. I've never had like a preference. They have a bunch of fancy waters at the Shoppers Drug Marts. They have like a whole fucking wall of all these different beverages with a bunch of different waters, but they're price tags. Like some of the stuff like Fiji water and whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how much money I'm looking to spend on fucking water. But I definitely like the idea of having as many different waters from different parts of the world to have all together in like one stream. So it's, you think about the impossibility of it, right? Like even an emperor in the ancient days would have a very challenging time going, bring me drinkable water from all these different parts of the world, right? So yeah, I wanna get some more variety before I start to crack these. But we got 6 already, and I'm gonna keep my eye out for some more and contemplate that whole letting Shoppers Drug Mart rook me, letting them rook me for this experiment. Gianna, most bottled water once upon a time was the Dallas Fort Worth water distribution system. Oh, it all just came from the same place? Like some city's water supply? This is all like spring water. True! What's up, buddy? You love the jokes? You did the water bottle comparison a couple of years ago, and now you just use a water filter. Yep. I mean, I've had like the Brita filter stuff before. Absolutely. I'm not looking to like pick some kind of water and religiously adhere to it. It's just, this is a curiosity. And I've spent enough money randomly trying different bags of chips and stuff. Like I tried a bag of garlic and butter pretzel twists yesterday that were so gross that one bite, and I was just like, ugh, and I spit it out into the trash and threw the bag out. So bad. So gross. And I got these almonds, these praline coated almonds that were disgusting. I actually took those back to the grocery store. I was like, no, these are going back. I'm getting my money back on these. I accepted that the garlic whatever twists just weren't made to a flavor that I liked, but the almonds were something else, man. They were something else. 9, you want to hear me insult the water? we got to increase the range. Carly doesn't like Dasani. She thinks it's gross, so I should probably get a bottle of that and put it in the mix as well. I feel like it'd be good, maybe like 10 if I could get 4 more, maybe. Or more than that. We'll have to see. If the heat wave breaks, I might actually be able to head out to the Shoppers Drug Mart tomorrow and take a look. They have some kind of deal going on right now where I think you can get some points back. So maybe I can find some kind of deal getting me some water. It's not like, if I was in Toronto, it'd be way easier to find all kinds of different crazy. Oh, you know what? There's a couple of shops now that I think about it that are, well, then I gotta take the bus. And how fucking expensive am I looking to make this? Taking extra bus rides and shit. I gotta go all the way out to the mall for this one, and they might have it in this, like, unique store that I saw here. We'll see. We'll see. Or will this just turn into one of those things where you guys will be like, hey, remember that when you had all those balls of water, you talked about doing a ball of water stream? Yeah, I came home one day and I was hot and thirsty and I just drank one. I just drank them. Soft Dasani was busted as being tap water. Well, that doesn't sound unbelievable to me. Millmaster, don't have services that deliver boxes of nasty snacks to Canadians? Is that a thing? I haven't heard of it. True, yo, bro, I feel you. Like, the heat wave has been absolutely insane here. Totally crazy. And the wildfires are burning nutty. So you live in this fucking crazy heat. And then at night, the heat doesn't even abate. Like, bro, I understand now why primitive people, like, worshipped the fucking sun and the moon and shit as gods and did sacrifices to them. Because you go out and look at the moon at one point in the night, and it'll be over here low in the sky. And it is blood fucking red, like the eye of a demon. And then later it gets higher in the sky, and it's like more orangey or yellowy because it's not filtered through the same amount of wildfire smoke or whatever. But I could see how people would see the moon that's red like that and go, the gods set the world on fire. Look, everything's burning, and now they're staring down at us with their blood red eyes. We must do a sacrifice. And then they sacrifice like an animal or a person or something. And then the moon fucking just moves in its trajectory and naturally lightens up. And they go, oh, we've appeased it. It went from red and angry to orange and yellow. We did it. The sacrifice. Like, I get how ancient religions and tribal beliefs formed based on that stuff, because there is a logical progression to it, even if it is based on a obviously false assumption in the first place. What up, 10-4? How you doing, bro? 90, imagine they took too long to prepare the sacrifice and it went back to normal without it. Yup. Local water, RO minerals and syrup is what sodas are. Yeah, I mean, well, they can't call tap water spring water though, right? They can't call it natural spring water legally. Juggling, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Like, some of these say, like, they say natural spring water. You can't say that if it's like treated tap water, can you? I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. Shelton, wow, man, the rain where you were was so high that your car almost didn't start again because of a flood warning. That's wild. That is wild. Speaking of wild, I don't know if this is true at all, because I just saw this in passing and I did not look into it. So this could be completely a fabrication, but it's hilarious either way. So if it's true or not, I do not know. But I read that back in the 1940s, Disney wanted to promote Pinocchio. So they hired a bunch of dwarves to dress up like Pinocchio for the New York premiere of the movie. And they had them up on the top of the big marquee sign. So they put them up there with food and wine and took the ladders away and left them up there so that they could just like call things out to people going by. Hey, come check out Pinocchio or whatever. But apparently they all got hammered off the wine and the costumes they had on were super hot. So they ended up taking off the costumes. And so they were just butt naked, hammered up, up on top of the movie theater. And then they started swearing and yelling at people who were walking by. And so it said that the cops were called. They called the cops to come and get them, and they took them away in pillowcases. It's like, it totally sounds like it could happen, right? Like, it sounds far-fetched. It sounds made up, but it's also hilarious, right? So, I don't know. Sometimes when I hear stuff like that, I go looking into it. When I heard about it, I was doing other things, so I didn't really have the chance to dig around and check out if it was real or not, but it made me laugh, so. Oh. That's funny. Just imagine that. Just a bunch of drunk dudes up on a movie theater. Go watch Demolition Man, you stupid fucking dickhead. They're like, okay, this is not the promotion that we wanted. Jago, man, you were sleeping in late, buddy. That's crazy. Oh, sleep is awesome, let's be real. I do like me some sleep. Oh man. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that actually happened, but that is like hilarious if it did. Oh man. Damn. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna get more water. And I feel like it's all just gonna be the same. You know? I think maybe part of the difference it seems different to Carly is because like women have a better sense of smell, and a better sense of smell equals more tuned in sense of taste as well, right? So I don't know. I want there to be a water that's the worst, so I can just point to it and be like, this one is objectively the worst, at least. If they're all the same, I'm just going to be like, what the fuck was the point of getting all of these bottles? Jess, I need more laughter in my life and money. Hell yeah. Yep. More money and more laughs, baby. Let's do it. That's the fucking life, son. That's the life. Oh. And I'm definitely getting more into that jovial, let's have some good time style mood as well, right? Wow. These things have been too heavy for too long, and it's time for some chill. Enjoy the fucking summer if the heat wave would stop, man. I want to get active. I was actually enjoying running around in the park kicking the soccer ball around. I never thought I'd enjoy it that much, but I do. Part of that might be because I did play soccer when I was a kid, so I still remember a bunch of stuff from then in terms of how to kick the ball. So I don't have to learn from scratch. Carly ends up hurting her toes. We had to get a smaller, softer ball. 90, a tier list of waters. I mean, I feel on a gut level that they'd all just be on the same tier. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of water is going to blow you away? I want to be astounded. I'd like to be blown away, but I feel like they are going to be almost... It's like the difference between 1 and 1.000000001. Well, this one's 1.000000012. You know what I mean? 90, can you send me a sample of tap water in your new condo? Fuck no. If you think I would drink random loose water that shows up to my house in a fucking mason jar with some plastic wrap strapped over it or whatever, go at the water testing people in your place in your city to test your water, bro. I'm only got bottled water. You want to hook me up with water? Send me some money through fucking PayPal so I can buy bottles of water. I'm not drinking your dirty condo water. We all know, everybody knows, if somebody sends you a mason jar full of water, they definitely put their dick in it. There's no way they did not put their dick and balls in that jar of water. 100%. That's fucking dick water. And daddy don't drink dick water. I'll chase that Belle Delphine bathwater. Good Lord, that was like 1,000 years ago, wasn't it? Wasn't it? John, you were at a rave once where there was no water, so you broke a toilet for the fresh water stream. Shelton, Liquid Death is an interesting water brand as it's canned. Oh, I've never seen that anywhere. I suppose I could expand the search out online too, right? I guess I could put some stuff on the Amazon wish list or something. There is that. But I think most of the crazy waters are probably not in my vicinity. But I don't know. I'm not one of the cool kids. You know what? I haven't even gone and looked in the convenience stores and stuff. I've basically, this is all just grocery store stuff so far. Joe, I don't know who that is. I see that name and I do not have any idea who that is at all. Oh, Habanero unwrapping a new backlit wireless keyboard. You fancy boy. Mine is wired, but it has very satisfying clacky clack noises. And it like has raised keys, so if you spill liquids into it, it won't fuck up the keys, which is great. Joe, she's an actress with big jugs. Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. I do like those. But no, man, I'm out of the loop. I've reached that point, I guess. I don't know if the internet accelerates the process, but it happens to everybody where like you don't know all like the new stars of things and stuff anymore. You're just like, I don't know who anybody is. I don't know what anything is anymore. I'm gonna check out Thunderbolts soon. I know that. I'm gonna check out that movie Thunderbolts. We watched some other stuff. I'm trying to remember what it was. We watched some terrible crap recently. I cannot recollect it though. Yeah, I literally can't remember. Habanero, you got that chunky tap. Hell yeah, bro. Shelton, you looked into the Disney Pinocchio thing and had a fun time reading the Reddit thread on it. Nice. Now, honestly, if it's real, that's something that would probably be fun to cover on Hatcher. I'm looking to just start throwing stuff at the wall over on Hatcher for the hell of it, just for entertainment. Any random ideas that pop into my head. You know those videos that are like, give me 58 seconds and I'll fix your life or whatever. I was like, I could just make one of those. You should just start the video, fix life. Hey, you fat? Don't be fat. Are you stupid? Don't be stupid. Don't do the bad things. Do the good things. Okay, bye. There you go. I fixed your fucking life. Like, oh, I'll give me 58 seconds and I'll fix your life. Sure you will. I'm sure this video will fix my life. Give me 42 seconds and you won't be afraid of goats anymore. Let me tell you a story about this time I fucked your mom. Well, what? How does this make me not afraid of ghosts? Anyways, my fucking... Wait, ghost? Did you say ghosts? I meant goats. Shut up. Our sponsor is GG Sups. Buy a waifu cup and some technotronic fruit juice, you fucks. Joglum, yes, you can fix stupid. Just stop it. Just stop being stupid. That's it. I fixed your life. I'm going to fix your life in 52 seconds. And then it's just going to be me. You did a search, and the Pinocchio story is even featured at the Disney History Institute. It's under Pinocchio and the 11 Dwarfs. That really? That's funny. That's great. That's great. I guess they're like, it's so long ago that we can just embrace it. You know, now they want to like sweep everything under the rug if we can. Yeah, there's so much worthless crap. There's so much worthless crap on YouTube and on like a bunch of social media. Jesus, just empty trash. So much of it. When you see what she did, you won't believe it. And you watch the whole clip. She didn't even fucking... Did she do anything? And then you fucking go into the comment section. And people are like, what happened in this video? Didn't you see her shift her hand leftwards at the end? Fucking scandalous, bro. What? What? It's just, there's nothing. It's literally nothing. It's baffling. It's baffling. Invader, you want to know what they were yelling? You gotta build a time machine. I got a time machine. I'm gonna go back in time and hear them yell. Habanero, did I recently delete the old complete playthrough Chandler on Hatcher? No. Is it the 2021 one? Yeah. I think I only finished one, right? And it's like fucking 23 episodes? We gotta get the other one going again. Here, Habanero, check it out. Is this what you're looking for, bro? The top comment on this is literally from you, Habanero. So yeah, that's got to be the one. That's got to be the one because I'm pretty sure I only made it through, like in actual streams the one time. I got caught up, man. I completely forgot. About Chandler. I have that playthrough that I'm doing now where I got hosed. Oh wait, didn't I get unhosed as well? Habanero, don't know why you couldn't find a couple nights ago. It's all good, man. Sometimes YouTube just like moves stuff around. You know, like sometimes I can't find my own stuff and I find it confusing. So it's easy enough to miss something. I'm glad that when you said it, I went, shit, is it gone? Because that can happen. Shit can just disappear. I'm like, fuck, now I gotta go and look. Is this gone? I hope not. That's crazy to me that was 2021. That was 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Crazy. Where does the time go? You know? Juggling, yeah, I know these glasses are dope, right? They work really well. They're just green, but you know, because of the green screen. They make for a fun little addition when I'm talking about cards on screen or whatever, you know? I did the green screen suit and I was like, that's fun. But it's also a fucking hassle and it's hot. Putting that thing on is a bitch, right? So, going, this is fun, but also isn't causing me the same level of hassle to get it going, right? That's funny. It's a comment from somebody going, lately it seems like your videos always start with, it's been a crazy, busted, insane, whatever day in the world of magic. It's like, yep, that's how it's been for years. That's not lately. That's forever. That's forever. Invader, you like crap. Pokemon Survivor. Boo. Boo! Fucking boo! So yeah, the whole Battlestar Galactica thing is those episodes were kind of jank, right? The Scar episode was terrible. I hated it. The other two were but they didn't really trigger me. I just went meh. I'm hoping that the rest is gonna live up, right? It's funny looking at the comments of people talking about like, I really liked the Scar episode. I'm like, I don't know how. They might have some cool concepts, but the execution around it matters, you know? True, they probably have glasses like that already, man. Green screen ones. Just like the Kanye West style. These I got, I won these at an arcade actually. I picked them randomly. I was like, oh, I used to have like 8-bit style glasses because that's supposed to be the concept, is like 8-bit glasses. I used to have them many years ago and lost them. And then they just happen to have these like lower grade version at the Rec Room in Toronto, which is the arcade that I went to, where I won this fucking dope ass thing. This thing cost me 15,000 tickets at the arcade to win, like a crazy amount. This was locked in a display case that when I wanted it, they didn't even know who had the key. Multiple people had to wander around trying to figure out how to even get it out. That's how infrequently those were given out, right? But like this right here was like 15,000 tickets. This was like 200 tickets. This was nothing. This Tetris arcade machine. Habanero, they remind you of Minecraft. Yeah, well, I mean, that makes sense. Minecraft is that 8-bit style, right? I've been playing some old Super Nintendo games, like emulator style, and I have uncovered some games that I've never played before. Do, Re, Mi, Milton's Adventure, or Milton's Fantasy, or something like that, is actually a lot of fun. It's got very whimsical boards with very cool just choices for the world building. I really like it. True, yeah, it is cool, right? I know, I like that little arcade. Jugglim, how can you make Wizards lower card prices? Card prices only go down when people en masse bail on Magic and they can't charge these prices anymore. So you're going to have to wait for this Universe Beyond stuff to play out, which is going to take many years as Wizards takes Magic down the monopoly route of just merging it with every possible property they think can sell with it. And then once all that's done and everybody's sick and leaving and they're trying to bring back, well, actually, we're going back to the classic Magic concept to try and recapture old fans drafting it, whatever. And yeah, then the prices will have to come down because people won't be willing to pay the stuff, right? That was the long answer. The short answer is the prices come down when people won't pay Wizards' current prices. And right now, people will pay them. So it's not coming down now. Jess, you didn't realize the green screen glass is not the craziest reflection ever? Nope. They's just green screen, boy. They is just green screen. Check it. Bam. See? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh, engaging psycho drive, entering the multiverse world. So yeah, you can just take green whatever, right? I don't know if this one will show up the same way. Yeah, this is a different green, so it only kind of... It depends on the green, you know? And the lighting, all of it. Peterson! You're late, bro. You're late. You're going to want to go back and watch this one afterward. Like, my friend, you want to go back and watch this one afterwards. Because look what Peterson just said. The worst Battlestar episode is the one where Apollo falls in love with a prostitute. Lame as hell. Guess what? Guess what one I talked about? A bunch. There's three that were like the topics of discussion, but in all honesty, Sacrifice barely got covered because it's kind of like, it's not as triggering as the other two. The episode you're talking about is the Black Market episode. I talked all about that one, and then the one I hate the most is the one right after it with fucking Scar. Oh man, do I hate that. But yeah, the whole like, wait, he's in love with a hooker? Where did this come from? And the whole thing, yeah, that episode was terrible. Terrible. Jugglim, I feel you, bro. It does suck. It does suck being priced out on cardboard rectangles. There are other ways to go, right? You can still play with what you got. You can go the proxy route, but I feel you, dude. I feel you. 100%. Habanero, the LED mouse has a silent click. Not sure how you feel about that. Oh, stealth goon and mouse. Yeah, man. Battlestar Galactica is a solid show. I'm enjoying it. I'm looking forward to it getting back to whatever. I very much enjoyed the interplay between the surprise admiral, where it's like, bam, oh shit, somebody higher ranking than you is here. And a lot of what she's saying actually makes perfect sense. You are running a really loose ship. Get your shit under control, man. Like, for real. For real. Your troops are out of control. It's like, your son shouldn't be under your control. Yup. Starbuck is attacking people. Yup. They're problems. They're problems. They need to be dealt with. They need to be dealt with. All right, my friends. Well, it has been nice hanging out with you tonight. Thanks for coming and chilling with me. It's always enjoyable to spend time together. And everything going properly means we should be getting back to more of a normal rhythm. So keep your eyes peeled for more live stream goodness. We definitely have to do the 60,000 subscriber celebration over on the Historian. I didn't want to do that until after we had moved through this dark patch and just, I can properly bring the good time energies, right? So that's what we're going to do. So, my friends, for now, into the waters I go, and together we shall be in the future.